Listening to the Law Enforcement Pirate Radio Network. Radio Free Larry presiding.
You can run, but you can't hide.
Radio Free Larry.
Let's see that one. All right, I was just checking somebody out. I thought it was a PD guy. I was going to say what up. Actually, I'm ruling for you. I don't know how this is happening. Oh, there's one. It was at Overland Park. Hey, I'm over here. Don't rape me. And they don't take rape seriously. I mean, they're forcing people into rape scenarios. They actually attempted to get me and the other woman to have sex, the one that I'm trying to help. Because then everything makes sense. He's just trying to have sex with her. This is why he does good deeds. I mean, this is how involved they are. No, because I just ruled some dude in a Corvette. I think I'm ruling for you. I got a blue line flag on the side. But it's very sad to see people. Again, they could be your players. I don't know. You know, your actors. But it's sad to see people upset at the blue line flag. It's just you all are embarrassment in reality. I can say that, man. Really, I'm up that high inside in law enforcement, and have effect. So these car accidents are hand in hand with the murders and rapes that they're causing. They tried to project one on me, and generally it doesn't work. But it did, of course, once I bought the trailer, because I had to use up more of that power and energy to purchase the trailer. Now, you understand how things work? It's like a video game. I mean, back when I was with Jim Spicer, Captain Spicer, state trooper, retired, and we were sitting there, and he was talking about, oh my, I didn't even know what Pokemon was really, and all those video, you know, I knew some video games, but I didn't know like the ones he was speaking about, role playing, I guess. And you know, my grandson's into that. I'm so worried. And you know, now I'm like, okay, so he might figure out how the world works. Once I woke up, I realized what it was. It's a representation of how the metaphysical actually works. Now you can't fantasize too much about it, but it does exist. Oh, I got to take my license. I don't have my license plate. I'm over here. Oh, well, one of these days. Actually, I don't do it on Mondays. 100%. So now Chevelle. You didn't kill anybody for that 65 Chevelle. Did you? Actually. All right, the person's saying I have to stop. No, you all have to stop. And you all know that. You just try reversing it. Oh, justly go to hell. Okay, you're going to cut me off. Do you have a license plate that I'm supposed to read? Or you have a camera facing out your back and you want to say, oh, he looks afraid. Oh, yeah, he looks afraid there. Isn't that he has pain? It's that he's afraid of what we're doing. So, again, if some of you are honest, it doesn't mean all of you are honest. Again, you have spies amongst you. I know you're not honest if you're blocking my housing. That right there is bullshit. 100%. I could just move in there? No. There's probably one available. When he got back on the phone, I realized you had already contacted them. And they said, there's nothing available. Back before I even traveled there. So apparently, it again, there's multiple, again, because they don't speak all of it plainly, and there's different groups of them, I have to change my sexuality and come out sexually as a gay person and then they know I didn't rape women. This is the kind of shit they're putting in the head. Years ago, they did that to me. You have to prove your manliness. And that's where the other women came from, besides my wife. Or I never would have had sex with anyone else till I found that woman. Again, I don't know if I would have ever found her. 100%. Again, they're damaging people so they can't have relationships or don't never get to those relationships, and then, make up stories about them not having relationships. So all these people you see yelling, the majority of them are a byproduct of official terror. It's really terror. It's spycraft terror. All right, am I going the right way? I know where I'm going, but I can't remember. Oh, yeah, it's going to take me to the main road. So I healed in there. Something strange is going on in Target as far as coffee. Hopefully we're not heading for a coffee shortage. Well, they have the ground coffee, their brand, but they don't have the whole bean anymore. So I'm not sure what Target's doing there. Oh, you noticed? That means you committed the ground coffee crime. But that's really how stupid it is. Don't let them tell you no. That's really how stupid it is. Anti-OC. Anti-C. So this is funny. I just drove by the bank and I ended up in. I drove by this bank a couple times. I'm like, I got a credit card from these people. There's somebody that can manipulate BMO Harris that's manipulating my offers. Because I know it's not the BMO Harris people I talk to in the bank. Oh, we have to tell them not to act nice like we told the people in Walmart. Because we'll take it wrong. So you have to understand, they call stores, and they may have done it at the store I was just at, and tell them that I'm dangerous, while real criminals walk in stores every day. Real pedophiles walk in stores every day. Real rapists, real murderers, real narcotics distributors walk in stores every day and have no worry, and the store doesn't even know they're there. Now I think they put the alert. The kid gave me the eyes. I think they put the alert on. They've done it. I don't know if they did it in that store, but they do it. Therefore, you never have a normal relationship with anybody. I used to reach out, but people aren't worth it. They just get paid so much money to be criminal minds and say they're saving people. I don't want to press those buttons so they make an additional $1,000 or something. So again, that guy in that place in that Rose Hill reminds me of a guy that stopped by and talked to me a while about being a military hero and all this, and then I didn't know if I was buying into it, but I go along with it. It's the way you investigate, right? So, wait, the last thing he says, and he projected at me. Well, who's going to stop? The government's been doing what it wanted for ages. Who's going to stop them? You. If I weren't to say anything, they go, see, he's guilty. He's not saying anything now. What is it we presented? And they present like 10 million things at once. It goes, oh, right here. It's this thing. It says that he raped a chimpanzee. That's how stupid their shit is. I mean, create enough criminals, you'll find one, right? So that's kind of a bummer. They have really great priced coffees at Target. So again, somebody may be screwing your you have to look for hacking in the supply system. And don't let the cops tell you to alter your supply because you may be screwing your own store. Because there may be 30 people that buy it that are influential. Remember, the cops want Trump in. They're going to fuck Target. Literally and figuratively. So this is what really happened. Let me tell you what really happened. God already told me how they're tanking your stores. They bought in. Just so they can tank you and force you in the direction they want you to go. That's really what happened. I mean, you could have it could be like Saudi Arabia and United Arab Emirates. It could be that sick. Wait, I want to turn here. You know what I move to an extra. Oh, which way am I going to go? I want to go straight. I almost made the mistake again. They're like so mad that I looked at a place to live in Lenexa. like I have a block for the police station. I guess a couple blocks. It's not working! We lost equation! What do you think turns your kids against you? God, die. They have to be comfortable with who they are, and if you cause them to not be comfortable being something, as long as it's not violent and hurting somebody, we allow them to be it. But based from what I see in gay porno and even in some heterosexual porno, it's very violent what you're causing in their mind and in their sexuality.
Thank you.
So again, we see things in the Bible speaking about the person. Again, the Bible is I didn't go the right way. I can turn down there. All right, it is a many-speckled bird. We see that it speaks about certain type of sin. Then it jumps over here and says, but there's something responsible for that sin. That's what Jesus said. And Jesus even went as far. And again, remember, this is only 3 freaking years. Can you imagine if Jesus was running a missionary operation like I am for 20 years? But he got to the point to say the person that doesn't know any better, again, that's spiritual. There's no physical to it. But sometimes it manifests physically. So Jesus gets to the point and says the one that doesn't know gets, light love tap hits. Love wins. Look, I'm as heterosexual as you can be. I'm the least pedophile on the planet, but I've been the most operated of anybody in the history of the world by criminals and criminal minds in government and the private sector in that direction. But Jesus says that. And then he says, well, I got a part to play here. Well, there's no other way to investigate them. No, I'm heterosexual. I'd love to be with a woman beyond the age where most women would want to be with me. I don't have much. And again, there has always been a woman, and there is. And I'll tell you that part. 100%. And some of them have already spoken inside how mad they are as how their life was shifted and mine was shifted away from one another. Because their life, a lot of times, once the government, like you're a lower operator, getting money and you're afraid to be with me or whatever, then they just drop you at a certain point. Only certain people go to those big jobs. And they go, sucks to be you. Hey, yo, next city, where we're going to live. No, I feel great. I got more power to do this because you're not me housing. Remember, I'm a sapper, leader, combat engineer. You want to spy craft battle? I'll spy craft battle all day. But it's going to be God, etc. All right, looks like everybody can obey the Sam's Club gas pump arrows today. So Jesus says that they are going to get those that know little and might offend. And I'm not speaking about sex offending, but again, it probably does include that. You have to remember we have to neutralize the mind that understands earth law and understand how God's law works. And Jesus helped explain that, but they also said later when I would arrive and other people would arrive, because I'm not the only one that's saying what I'm saying to a certain degree, especially some of the rabbis in history, would arrive, there would be additional information to explain how it all works and puts it all together. So those that know better, the church people, they're casting those spells, denying housing, etc., are going to be essentially beaten in hell. I wish I was on like a radio thing and I could walk out of my vehicle and broadcast. I have something like that, don't I? Yes. I have to bring it in there. Well, stay peaceful. Praise